Hey guys, this is Spencer with Defense Training. We get questioned a lot. I've just moved from another state to South Carolina. I want to get my concealed weapon permit. What do I need to do? In the South Carolina requirements, basically, you have to have proof of residency, and the proof of residency that South Carolina accepts is your driver's license. Once you swap your driver's license over to a South Carolina driver's license, one of two things happens. One, you have proof of residency of a South Carolinian. So that's your proof of residency. That's as far as the South Carolina law is concerned. That's all you need. They take that driver's license as your proof of residency. Number two, if you were from another state, that even say that was reciprocal or is reciprocal with South Carolina, um, and you're in South Carolina, you're moving to South Carolina, and you've got your let's say Georgia, because Georgia's reciprocal. There's a bunch of states reciprocal, but Georgia's close. So let's say you move from Georgia to South Carolina. You've been carrying under your Georgia concealed weapon permit. You had that Georgia permit. We're reciprocal. You've been carrying. Once you swap that driver's license to the South Carolina driver's license, that Georgia permit is no longer any good in South Carolina. Whether it's good in Georgia or not, I don't know, but they're constitutional carry now, so it wouldn't matter anyway. And whether it's good in another state, I don't know. But once you're a resident of South Carolina, that Georgia permit or whatever permit from any other state that you had is no good in South Carolina. It is null and void as far as South Carolina is concerned. So then you need to get your South Carolina concealed weapon permit. All right, so the training requirements for the concealed weapon permit class, or the open carry with a permit class, basically, it's a concealed weapons permit that you're allowed to open or concealed carry with. There's a lot of training requirements here. It says proofs of training, original document or certified copy of the document supplied by the applicant that certifies that he is either a person within 3 years of filing an application successfully has completed a basic or advanced handgun education course offered by the state, county, or municipal law enforcement agency, or a nationally recognized organization that promotes gun safety. So a lot of the guys that I've seen, they're like, well, I have a concealed weapons permit from this state that we're reciprocal with. Well, your state isn't necessarily nationally recognized, one. Number two, South Carolina doesn't recognize any other state concealed carry training program to issue a concealed weapon permit in and of itself. A lot of this, even though you may fall under some of this with your previous concealed weapon permit, you might be within those 3 years, or you might be the same training that they're requiring here. I mean, this training, you got to go over the cocked and locked. Not a lot of places teach us cocked and locked, how to respond to a person who attempts to take a firearm from your holster, de-escalation techniques. And if you fall under all that, technically you would be allowed just to take the law portion. However, the instructor is the one who has to sign off on this. And we do not. So if you're coming from another state, unless you're retired law enforcement, a veteran, or active military, we don't sign off on anything. Those three, retired law enforcement, veteran, or active military, you can come to our classes and take the law portion only. Then we give you the test. Now you take the whole class test. It's 50 questions. And we haven't had a problem because all y'all went over that in your law enforcement military anyway. And then we will sign off on it because that is specifically in the law. For you civilians out there that are coming in that have permits from other states, even though we were reciprocal states, you still have to take the entire class all over again to get your South Carolina concealed weapon permit. And I don't know an instructor worth his weight in sand that's going to sign off on you just taking the law portion just because you had a permit from another state. I don't know of one. We are not going to do it. That is our signature. And if I am wrong, I am not putting my credentials as an instructor on the line for something I don't know 100% about. And I don't know what your class taught the state you are from. I don't have their syllabus or their PowerPoint. I don't have any of that. I have no idea. we're not signing off on it. And none of the instructors that I know will do it either. So if you're coming from another state, be prepared, sign up for the entire class. Don't get mad at the instructor. And I've caught a lot of grief for this because I wouldn't allow somebody just to come take the law portion. Oh, I know how to shoot and I've taken this class and all. No, you haven't took my class. I'm sorry, you haven't took my class. You don't know what my class is about. I don't know what you were taught. Going off, oh, I took this before. I'm not going off your word of mouth. Your word of mouth is not over my credentials or any other instructors. And I'm not trying to be a pain or anything. I'm just saying it's not worth it. It's 4 hours extra a class. Basically, you come into our class at 9 a.m. or get there at 8:45 to get signed in, and around between 4 and 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you get out. That is the entire class. That is the shooting. That is a done deal. That is a one-day done deal. You got to take 1 day out of your time to get your South Carolina concealed weapons permit, and then you don't have to come back to class anymore. You can renew it online every 5 years at this point. So it's really not that big of a deal, and you just might as well get prepared to come on in, take the classes, and be done with it. There's just not a way around not taking the entire class, even though you had a permit from another state. Also, when you're moving from that state, once you change that driver's license over, your permit is no longer valid in South Carolina. So once you become a resident of South Carolina, and the driver's license is the proof of residency, and you change that driver's license over, even though we're a reciprocal state, you change that driver's license. Let's say you moved from Georgia, you changed your driver's license from your Georgia driver's license to your South Carolina driver's license. That's your South Carolina proof of residency. And your Georgia permit is no longer valid in South Carolina. Is it valid in Georgia or another state? I have no idea. But I do know that it is no longer valid in South Carolina, and you have to get a concealed weapon permit for South Carolina to open and conceal carry. Guys, this is Spencer with Defense Training. We just get a lot of these questions, and I want to keep you informed, and I want to bring to light of what it is and how the requirements and stuff that the instructors have to do. So this is Spencer. Stay safe, stay armed. Please like, subscribe, and comment on this video below. Thanks.